السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Good morning everybody. In today's lesson 10 writing student book page 62 كتاب الطالب صفحة 62 يا أحباب. نفتح كتاب الطالب كده. Exercise A. Consider the following questions and discuss your ideas with a partner. Okay. Who can ask these questions? I want one to ask and another one to answer. Okay, Ayman will ask. And who can answer Ayman? Okay, Ayman and Muhammad Radwan. Okay, Ayman, you will ask and Muhammad Radwan will answer. You start.
Okay. Do you have a cell phone? And
Yes,
what do you do? And what do you use it for?
yes, I have, and I use it to study and see movies and things like this.
Okay, next one.
What type or brand of cell phone do you like and why?
I like Android phones
Why?
because it's give free to users more than iPhone.
Okay,
Okay. How would life be different if there were no cell phone?
Uh, I think will be hard. Life will be hard
okay,
because
Ayman and Muhammad, thank you very much. And here are some sample answers. Okay, for me, yes, I do. Yes, I have a cell phone. I use it for many things like calling friends, surfing the internet, shopping, taking photos, sending emails, and text message. And the type which I like iPhone because iPhones support all of the apps that most popular want. And how would life be different if there were no cell phone? Life without cell phones will not be easy as it is now. We will be unable to communicate with other relatives and friends sitting far away from us. Also, we want to respond quickly during emergency situations. Exercise B. Read the invention of the cell phone and complete the timeline. Question number 1. Write all the dates, years along the line in chronological order. Chronological order means arranging it according to the time. Okay. And question number 2. Make notes about what happened on each day. Here is the timeline. In 1843, Michael Faraday research on electricity in space. We will complete this timetable. Okay, let's first listen to this text, then we will read it together. Okay, let's listen.
Page 62. 10. Writing.
The invention of the cell phone. The history of the cell phone goes back to Michael Faraday, who researched into whether space could conduct electricity in 1843. His work had a substantial effect on the development of cellular phones. Dr. Milan Loomis, a dentist, was the first person to communicate through the wireless atmosphere in 1865. He developed a method of transmitting and receiving messages through the atmosphere. Dr. Martin Cooper is considered to be the inventor of the first portable cellular phone. He was the first person to use a cellular phone in 1973. Cell phones went public in 1977 with trial testing in Chicago and eventually other cities in the U.S. As the cell phone became more popular, it drew the interest of large companies and was introduced in more places around the world. The Cellular Technology Industry Association, CTIA, developed in 1988, set goals and standards for cellular phone providers. In spite of consumer demand, it took cellular phone service nearly 40 years to become commercially accessible. It has now become one of the largest industries internationally with billions of users.
Okay, who can read the first paragraph again? Okay, Muhammad Radwan. The invention of the cell phone. The history, yes.
The history of the cell phones goes back to Michel Faraday,
Yes.
who researched into whether space could conduct electricity. In 1843, his work had a substantial effect on the development
Substantial effect,
of
yes.
cellular phone.
Substantial
On the
effect
development
on the
of
development of
cellular phone.
yeah, Dr. Mahlon.
Dr. Mahlon
Yes.
Lomas, a dentist, was the first person to communicate through the wireless atmosphere in 1865.
Yeah.
He developed a method
Method.
of transmitting and receiving message through the atmosphere.
Okay, again. Who was the first person to communicate through the wireless atmosphere? Who can answer? Who was the first person to communicate through the wireless atmosphere? Okay, who can answer this? Okay, Muhammad Asim. From this paragraph that Muhammad Radwan read.
Yes.
Yes, who was the first again? Who was?
Dr.
Yes, Doctor.
Martin.
Yes. Thank you. Dr. Mahlon Loomis. Yes. And next paragraph, who can read this? Okay, Muhammad. Okay, another one. Okay, Ayman. Ayman, read next paragraph. Dr. Martin Cooper.
Okay. Dr. Martin Cooper is considered to be the inventor of the first portable cellular phone. He was the first person to use a cellular phone in 1973. Cell phone went public in 1977 with trial testing in Chicago and eventually other cities in the USA. As the cell phone became more popular, it drew the interest of large companies.
Yes.
And we introduce in more places around the world.
Okay, here is a question, guys. What happened in 1977? What happened to the cell phone in 1977? Okay, Ahmed Nasser, can you answer this question? What happened to the cell phone in 1977?
It was introduced to places around the world.
Take care. 1977, Ahmed.
The cell phone became more popular.
Yes,
And
more
was introduced
popular.
to places
Yes.
around the world.
Very good. Thank you, Ahmed. And the last paragraph, or the paragraph before the last, the Cellular Technology Industry Association, CTIA. Who can read this? Okay, Ahmed, go on reading.
The Cellular Technology Industry Association, CTIA, developed in 1988 set goals and standards for cellular phone providers. In spite of consumers' demand, it took cellular phone services nearly 40 years to become commercially accessible. It has now become one of the largest industries internationally with billions of users.
Okay, guys, now thank you, Ayman, and thank you, Ahmed, thank you, Anas, thank you for all who participate with me. And now, in 1865, Dr. Mahlon Loomis' communication through wireless atmosphere. And in 1973, here Dr. Martin Cooper, first user of cellular phone اللي هو التليفون يا شباب المحمول. Okay, in 1977 cell phones go public in USA, and in 1988 STIA, this organization, goals and standards for cellular phone provide. Exercise C, choose a product and find out as much as you can about it. Put the information on a timeline. Use the information to write about the product history. هنكتب زي ده كده يا شباب. نعمل تايم لاين. اختار أي منتج حضرتك شايفه تقدر تتكلم عنه. And you can search about this product on the internet. تقدر تبحث عنه to get more information. And you will write this timeline like this and write about this cell phone. Okay, sorry, about this product. You can choose cars, okay, or you can choose between cars, bicycles, and planes. Okay, you have three choices: cars, planes, and bicycle. Choose one of them and write about it. Okay, the year and date and what happened to this product in the timeline. When you write about a product or invention, you need to take care to this point when you write. Who can read the first point? Okay, Yusuf.
Okay. Look up sources, e.g. the internet, articles, advertisements, manuals, and collected data about the product, inventions, gadgets, and its history. Make sure you have the right information about key people and or organizations. Select the information that you think will interest you readers most. Decide on the key stages you want to focus on. For example, cars have gone through multiple stages of development, but you might choose to focus on 4 or 5 stages that you think affected development greatly. Organize facts.
Don't write anything. Don't write everything about that product. يعني مش لازم نكتب كل شيء يا شباب. لو المنتج اللي هتكتب عنه مر بأكتر من stage ومرحلة, choose the most famous or most important stage that this product passed by, okay, or passed through. يعني اختار 4 أو 5 مراحل, أهم المراحل اللي مر بها المنتج. مش لازم نكتب عن كل حاجة. And try to write information that will interest your readers. اللي هتهم القارئ. يعني ما نكتبش معلومات يعني زي ما نقوله كده ملهاش لازمة. Okay. Okay, Yusuf, go on. Organize
Facts, events in chronological order.
Chronological order means arranging them according to the date and the time. يعني نرتبها ترتيب زمني. Okay,
that is in the order they happened. Now look at the text about the cell phone on page 62 and identify facts, events, and how they are organized.
Yes, about the facts. The facts, they are organized in chronological order as marked along the timeline. طبعا كان في التايم موجود الترتيب chronological according to the dates. Yes, and next one.
Stages of development, number of stages.
Yes, and stage of development like this. Okay, these are the stages of development.
Okay. People, organizations involved.
Yes, this people organization. Okay, like this. People organizations. Michael Faraday and Loomis. These are the people who developed this product. And the last question is the writer?
The writer presenting the information in the text to people who are familiar with the cell phone. How do you know?
Yes, طبعا yes. as he doesn't present or define cell phones as a new item. Okay, thank you, Yusuf. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope you do this in homework. So your homework, you will choose any product, one of the three which I mentioned: cars, planes, or bicycles, and you will write about this invention or product according to what we read in page 62. Thank you for listening, and see you next lesson inshallah. Goodbye.